Hello, everybody, and welcome into Perspectives. I'm Sam Jones, your host. Good to have you with us today. We got a lineup of some really interesting people. I hope you stick around for all of it. I promise you, you won't walk away disappointed. Our first guest today is Cady Shaw, who's director of the Woody Guthrie Center in Tulsa. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me, Sam.
How long have you been with the Woody Guthrie Center?
I have been with the center for just over a year.
How do you like it?
I absolutely love it. It's a wonderful facility, it's wonderful staff, and our visitors from all over the world are just fabulous.
You know, he left quite a legacy.
He sure did, yes.
Lots of folks are, I think, by the Carradine role that was played about him.
In Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of folks saw that and went, really? But he did a lot.
He really did, and he packed a lot into his short life. Woody Guthrie, was born in Okemah, which is about, 2 hours southeast of Rogers State or southwest. And he was born into a family that, was kind of in the upper class, and then they fell from, that place with a series of tragedies. So he ran the gamut in his life of, prosperous to not prosperous, and moved out to the Texas Panhandle in the 20s, 30s, and experienced the Dust Bowl firsthand. And that was shocking, of course, to everyone that experienced it. He went to California to see what the migrant camps were all about and discovered, this terrible situation with the migrant workers, and really began to speak up and sing and write. He was a prolific creator. He wrote on everything, drew pictures, just incredibly creative.
I don't know if this is my imagination at work or not, but can you get your favorite lyrics or whatever printed over there to take with you if you come by the center?
We don't have that right now. We do have a feature that is Draw with Woody, where you can kind of take some of his lyrics and draw your own picture that's associated with them and then email it to yourself. And you can also research in our archives and look at his lyrics and his books and his poems, and everything from postcards to unpublished books.
I know that I think it was on his guitar, This Machine Kills Fascists.
Yep.
He did really
He did,
have that.
on two guitars. There were two guitars that had that on there, and we don't know the location of either.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I want to talk a little bit about Isaac Woodard. Bear with me a second, because there's too much information here for me to commit to memory. At my age, I'm lucky to find my car keys. The Blinding of Isaac Woodard is a film that's going to be shown at the Woody Guthrie Center.
Yes, it's a documentary.
Now, bear with me while I read this to you. It's about how a horrific incident of racial violence became a powerful catalyst for the civil rights movement. Back in 1946, Isaac Woodard, a black Army sergeant on his way home to South Carolina after serving in World War II, pulled from a bus for arguing with the driver. The local chief of police savagely beat him, left him unconscious and permanently blind. The incident made national headlines when the police chief was acquitted by an all-white jury. The injustice would change the course of American history and reach all the way to the White House. As a matter of fact, I think Harry Truman desegregated federal offices and the military about 2 years later after he found out about it. Tell me about this film.
This is a documentary that was done by PBS, and they are allowing us to show it for free to people that want to come view it at the center. It's just really very well done, as PBS does with most objects and shows. And it's just a really overarching history of what happened. I mean, you spoke about the far-reaching effects of this incident. There was a benefit concert for Isaac Woodard that Woody Guthrie, Billie Holiday, many other stars of the time all performed at. And Woody has said written down that This was the largest crowd he ever played for. There were 8,000 people in that arena and 10,000 outside trying to get in.
No kidding.
An incredible amount of people that were there for this benefit for Isaac Woodard to help and donate money for his cause.
Let me back up, if I may, for just a moment. Are there any descendants of either man still alive?
Of Woody Guthrie and Isaac Woodard? Yes, Woody Guthrie's daughter Nora, her son Arlo. I believe there are, lots of grandchildren and great-grandchildren still around. We actually work closely with Nora Guthrie and her daughter Anna Canoni, who own Woody Guthrie Publications.
Any chance they'll be at the screening of the film?
Not this screening, but they do come to this center a couple times a year, and they will be here during Woody Fest in Okemah in July.
I'd be curious to know, do they mind if it's publicized that they're coming?
No, not usually. They like to meet fans of Woody Guthrie and share that legacy.
I recall reading that there was I don't know what started the flap, I'm not sure, but I think it was in Oklahoma. They were trying to rebuild Woody's
his childhood home.
And some of the locals said, no, we don't want that communist house built here. And there was a brouhaha over that. I mean, so many people misread his intentions.
Absolutely. Woody did have some socialist thinking, and he referred to himself as a communist, not a communist. He was for the everyday man. He was for everybody that, worked hard, did their best, was honest, had integrity. That's who Woody was for.
Anybody ever walked through the door that just resembled him so much it stunned you?
A lot of people, yeah.
Really?
There's a lot of people that resonate with Woody's words even today.
I've been down in the district where you're located on occasion, particularly in the summer months. And I've seen people that just for an instant, and I mentioned it to my wife, I said, that guy looked like Guthrie, and I mean, just rattled you. Yeah, I guess he had a lot of the common man in him, as well as the exterior features. He just had a mannerism.
Absolutely, and if you compare him to another Oklahoma hero, Will Rogers, both of them prolific writers, creators, actors, singers, both of them, grew up in a common household and really tried to elevate those issues.
Well, I don't get a sidetracked here, but one of my favorite pictures of Will Rogers shows Will and Betty in their home, and Will's got his feet up on a horse, and the horse is still alive. Yeah. It's just sitting.
Was that at his ranch in California?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a beautiful place if you ever get to go.
Love that picture.
Yeah.
I really do. What are the hours of the Guthrie Center?
We are open Wednesdays through Sundays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And when does the showing of this documentary take place?
That will be at 2 p.m. and I'm blanking on the date. It'll be...
It's okay. Age does that to me. I don't know your problem.
Oh my gosh. It's been a week.
It's on the 24th.
It's on the 24th at 2 p.m. and it is free with ticket. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the story
of Isaac Woodard.
Of Isaac Woodard. Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
If I come over and knock on your door, can you and I walk through together?
Absolutely. Anytime. Anybody that wants to come, I'm there Wednesdays through Fridays. I'm happy to meet people and walk them through.
Well, get ready, kid. I do like tours. Yeah. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.